Do you want to play Uno? That is relevant, I swear, because today we're talking about being monogender. Okay, so I know that you'll be wondering what monogender is, but don't worry, because actually the majority of the world is monogender, because, you know, of course it is. I guess, like, I wouldn't really, like, I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say here. I mean, like, I guess it's kind of more like, this is more like cis and straight, where, like, it can be part of the LGBT community, but, like, it's not quite at the same time, maybe? I don't know. But I'll get into it more, don't worry. But, you know, let's do that. Okay, to start with, what is monogender? It's someone who identifies as one gender. Like, it's that simple, you know? Whether it's male, female, you know, yeah, that's what that is. Like, I don't really need to elaborate on that, because if you don't understand it, then I think, you know, sorry, but this channel's too advanced for you. And here's how the Uno thing was relevant. It's also known as unigender. And obviously, you know, uno is the Spanish word for one, so, you know, unigender, that's obviously where that comes from. But, you know, also kind of reminds me if you have one eyebrow, because it can be called a monobrow or a unibrow. Sorry to all the people that have that, by the way. Although, some people choose to have it, and I'm like, what? Why would you choose to have that? But, yeah, that's what it is, you know. I prefer mono over uno, to be fair. I don't know, maybe you prefer Uno, but, like, I prefer Mono. But then again, we don't call the game Uno Mono, and that would be weird. So, I don't know what my point was. What are we talking about? This one I feel like is important, and this is what I was talking about in the first place. They can be trans, cis, or non-binary. Like, obviously. Because, like, you can be cis, but then you could, like, maybe identify as, like, male or female, obviously. And then you can be trans and only identify as male or female, or you can just identify as non-binary, you know? I almost said the wrong thing there, but that's because I was reading the next point, which I'll get into soon. But, yeah. So, I think that makes sense, you know, but people are probably going to take this to mean that there's only one gender, and that no. Like, even that's sexist, even if that was true. Like, just say in some crazy world that trans and non-binary people didn't exist. I feel like that world is just full of a bunch of depressed people, but still. Then, just say someone was like, there's only one gender. That's still sexism, because you're devaluating, like, women, because let's face it, it would only be men that say that. But yeah, that's I think that's important to know, that trans and cis and non-binary people can all be monogender, which is what I was meaning by when I said it was kind of like being straight or cis, when it's like part of it can be part of the LGBT community, but it's not necessarily part of it. You know what I mean? And also the opposite is multigender. Okay, I'm not going to make a video about multigender because it's more of an umbrella term for like things I've already talked about, like demigender, bigender, demi-boy, demi-girl, all that. So, I kind of feel like, you know, there's no point in making a video about multigender since it's just an umbrella term. It's the same with genderqueer. I'm not going to make a video about that, even though it has its own pride flag, because that's also more of an umbrella term. So, I feel like that's, like, you know, that's fair enough, you know. If you do want me to make a video, I will, but, like, and for me, I'm not going to plan that, because it's, again, an umbrella term. I should have refreshed my mind, because like, I remember the last point, but I don't remember what they look like. They have 3 flags, which, you know, they're a bit greedy. for someone who only identifies as one gender, you're kind of greedy. God. No. Because I'm monogender too, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't actually remember what the flags look like. Obviously, you'll see them right now, but as of right now, I do not remember what they look like. I don't even remember what I used for the thumbnail, and I made the thumbnail ages ago. So, yeah, I'm sorry about that, but they have 3 flags, which I think is pretty cool, actually. I don't think a lot of, like, because, like, there's, like, identities that, like, they change their flag over time. Like, how, like, the rainbow used to just mean gay, but then it's been adapted as just meaning, like, the whole LGBTQ plus spectrum, and now gay people have their own blue flag, which is really cool, by the way, I love it. But yeah, that, I feel like, you know, it's kind of different from having actual 3 flags, you know? Unless it just so happens that I read it wrong and, like, they are redesigned flags over time. But, again, I don't remember what they look like right now. I don't remember what one I used for my thumbnail. But I will when I edit this video and I see them, and you'll be seeing them right now as I'm talking. But hopefully they're cool. Hopefully they're cool. Okay, well, that's kind of everything I had to say about being monogender. I like having at least 5 points to a video. I feel like 4 isn't enough, and then, you know, I feel like, just say I had like 10 points or something, maybe that's too much, but 5 is like a good, like, middle ground. Although, my, like, preferred amount of points is usually 6, but I can go with 5. But if there's anything that I don't know about monogender that I didn't mention, and you know it, please do let me know in the comments. And I would ask if you're monogender, but like, let's face it, I think most of my viewers are. Like, literally everyone I know is monogender, whether you're trans, non-binary, cis, most of the people I know are monogender. But I've said mono so many times in this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And please like and subscribe. And remember, the universe is a hologram. Time is an illusion. Buy gold. Bye!